Hello again, everybody out in YouTube land. Here recently I moved, and before I moved I had purchased a Blackstar Stage HT100, and I had it set up. It basically, the tubes I had installed are, I replaced the EL34 with 6L6. All you gotta do is put them in and have someone that knows how to bias them, and it sounds just like the actual metal version, but it looks like the Stage because that's what it is, just has different tubes in the back. But with that, before that I had bought a Line 6 spider valve, and I had sold all my pedals because it has everything built into it. So I had to collect some pedals again. So this is a review of the pedals. First off, we're going to start off with the Morley Bad Horsey 2. It's a wah pedal. It's a contour wah pedal. Amazing pedal, because not only do you get Steve Vai's basically signature wah. You can also set your own, which I have it maxed out. But the cool thing about this wah pedal is there's no button to turn it on. It has two LEDs in it and a light dependent diodes or something like that, and there's little notches in this little plate, and as you go forward it turns it on. So that's a really cool thing. But that's the third thing in my signal chain. The first thing is these amazing pedals by Hot Tone. They're called the Skyline series. They make everything from a tuner to an octave to a choir, a chorus, even a 15-minute looper. But not only is it a tuner, but it also has a built-in, I believe 8 decibel boost, 8 dB boost. So that's pretty cool. I usually use it as it's a clean boost. So second in line I have my noise suppressor, the Boss NS2. What's cool about it is you can have it on reduction, where you turn it on and it'll reduce it, or you can have it on mute, which is what I have it on, where it will completely mute the sound, completely lock out the sound coming from your guitar and when I go to tune it, I'll hit this so it completely mutes it. So I can still have the benefits of my clean boost, but I can tune without a lot of sound, and it has threshold and decay knob, unlike the Decimator and Decimator 2. And then we get to the Blackstar HT drive. It is a full tube, 300 volt. It uses a 12AX7 tube overdrive. I use that to push the front of my Blackstar cab, which is the Stage 100. It pushes the tubes. I basically use the levels all the way up, the tones all the way up, the gains maybe up 1 or 2%, just to tighten the sound. I'll show you the difference. Brings it alive, sorta, and I actually use it also. My next in line is my entire effects loop. First in line of it is my full bore metal. the MXR full bore metal to give me a nice that did not sound right for a reason. And see, I actually use the Blackstar drive to push the MXR to give it, this is solid state, so the Blackstar gives it more tune qualities. And then from there is my compression sustainer. I mainly use that with clean to get all the notes at the exact same volume, so I don't accidentally hit one note too loud and all of a sudden, oh shit, it's too loud. And then from there goes into the Flashback X4. This thing is cool because not only do you get 4 different places for tone print, you get tape, echo, tape delay, tube delay, space, echo, analog delay, analog with modulation delay, reverse, so whatever you play is played in reverse, dynamic, which is basically when you play there's no delay, but as soon as you stop there's delay. Very good for rock. 2290, oh yeah, that's TC Electronics digital delay, and then they have the 2290 with modulation, slapback, lo-fi, which was the early digital delays that wasn't all that great, and ping pong, and then your own set. One thing cool about this is you can set the delay time all the way down so you can get the actual sound. Like one of these has flanger, and the chord, the ones with modulation, you can turn the delay time all the way down and get the modulation and use it as that. It is also a 15-minute looper, I believe. The difference between this one and the regular small flashback is if you go over to the looper, you can't use the delay. Well, with this one, you set your delay, then you hit the looper. So whatever delay you have set, you continually get. You still get the wet signal, so you don't lose it. And then of course I have the main control for my Blackstar. And last in my output is the loop station. The reason I put it last is when you put a loop at the very front of your chain, whatever you record is just the dry signal of the guitar. Well, when I'm basically here in my studio playing by myself and I need 2 guitars going at once, I put it through my effects loop so it actually records the distorted sound. So I can play along to distorted sound, because one thing with the Line 6 is the Line 6 spider valve is you can record something with the 14-second looper, but when you go to change channel, the looper, whatever you played in a looper goes to that whatever channel sound, whatever tone you had for that channel. And I didn't like that because it doesn't save the original loop that you made. It changes it to a different tone. So that's why I have that last in line. And a lot of people ask, wow, you have a distortion pedal in your chain? Well, I use it purely as a preamp. And like in an amplifier, you have a preamp and a power amp. So I basically have a solid state preamp going into 2 power amps, but it's pushed by a tube preamp also. So it's a tube preamp, then a solid state preamp going into 4 6L6s. So it makes a nice American hard rock metal thrash sound. But that's basically it when it comes to the pedals. There's nothing really special to any of them except the hot tone. These are really very small and amazing what they can do. This one is actually the fastest at picking up notes. I'll show you how fast it is. As soon as I hit a note. I was looking at the polyphonic, but I'm like, okay, I'm more of a, I like to tune one string at a time. That's what I've always done. So being able for it to pick up the notes so fast and it's so precise. I believe it's precise to negative plus or minus 5 cent. But the only thing I'm missing is a flanger, a noise gate to put in the. I'm actually going to switch that noise suppressor out for a Pigtronix gatekeeper because it's so fast. I'm going to put it in my effects loop so I can completely quiet everything unless I'm playing. And then I'm going to use Hot Tone to get a few of the pedals that I don't use all the time, like flanger, octave, other pedals like that I don't use all the time, but I'd like to have. So why not get it and have it extremely? I mean, this thing. Let's compare how small it is. This is it, and this is a Boss. So put it sideways, it will fit 3 times. That's how small these little things are. I mean, in your hand. I mean, this thing's just, as soon as I saw it, I was like, holy crap, I gotta get that. And you think you'll break it, but no, it's beefy. It's a metal case. And it's a very nice tuner. But until next time, that's all I have for today. Until next time, peace.